Hello and welcome to Cecil.tv's Cecil Weekly. It's December the 11th and I'm your host, Rob Churnside. Well, we all survived the blizzard of 2017. I had 5 inches of the white stuff in my yard and there's still a little bit hanging around. The question is, 2 questions really. Number 1, are we going to have a white Christmas? And number 2, are we going to get any more blizzards before the end of the calendar year? If you think you have the answer, check in with Cecil.tv. Text us a tweet or send us an email or hit us on our Facebook or whatever we got. The number on the screen, maybe. You know how to get in touch. Anyway, Santa Claus was on the show a couple weeks ago. He's going to be at Granite Run Tap Room this Saturday, December the 16th at 7 p.m. So bring the kids down. They want to get their last minute wishes in, to requests in to the big guy. We have good guests tonight. Our first guest, Mr. History himself, Mike Dixon. Mike, welcome.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me.
So much to talk about, so much history in Cecil County.
For sure.
What are we talking about tonight?
Well, since you were talking about Santa going to the Granite Tavern and things, I thought maybe we ought to talk about the holly tree. So, about this time of year, Rob, in Cecil County, going back for generations, people were getting very excited. In the old downtowns in Northeast or in Rising Sun or Elkton, they were heading to Newberry's or Kramer's department store or other places around the county. But there was one really big holiday tradition everybody looked forward to, and that was the holly tree lighting.
The one in Perryville.
The one that's still here, yeah,
yes.
Yeah. And so...
You're listening to a broadcast originating at Jackson, Maryland, where the 7th annual lighting of the Baldwin, Ohio holly tree is about to take place. You may have heard the sound of passing trains on the nearby tracks. Tonight and all through the holiday season, B&O streamliners will slow down when they reach this point so that passengers and crewmen may get a good look at the railroad's beautiful lighted tree. In keeping with Christmas spirit, which fills the hearts of all of us now, the B&O Glee Club, under the direction of Dr. Dash, will sing Praise Ye the Lord of Hosts from the Christmas oratorio of the French composer
in addition to your holiday shopping, meeting Santa downtown in Northeast, you were off to the holly tree. And I think it was just last weekend they illuminated it once again. So it's a tradition that's been with us, Rob, since 1948.
1948. Well, I could count on my fingers, but how long has that been? It's been over 50 years anyway, 70 years.
Over 60
almost
years.
70 years.
Almost 70 years. That's very good math.
I was stalling to get it all counted out. But anyway, you can see it from Route 40.
You can. And you can visit.
On the weekends?
On the weekends and even tonight. If you drive by, it's illuminated, and they have a website, so perhaps people would want to visit there and get the details, but they had a grand kickoff a week or so ago, and I think they have Santa there a few times, so there's a lot of things, and it's a very active committee. But, they're the caretakers of something that's, as you just said, has been around for 70 years. It's been a long county tradition. First time they did it was 1948, and it was the railroad that was behind it.
The railroad was behind a lot of stuff from prior to 1948 up into this day. I don't think people really realize, Mike, how important the railroad was.
Well, right there at the holly tree, and the reason it's there, Rob, there was a country station, Jackson Station, and the B&O Railroad had come through in the 1880s, and of course the train would stop there. But in the 30s and 40s, there were these beautiful holly trees growing alongside the tracks. And as Christmas would come on, people would comment about them. And finally, in 1948, the railroad decided, we're going to turn this into a ceremony. And they literally, for many seasons after that, they would have a special train come out of Baltimore with lots of folks on board, all sorts of holiday music and activity. And so since 48, it's been a very look forward to tradition in Cecil County, but really beyond Cecil County. People from Baltimore and Philadelphia, it was a family thing. When those luxury train liners that would go barreling across the county, like the Royal Blue, these were like the first class trains, they would slow down at the holly tree so everybody could get a look at it. And so it's an interesting tradition that still continues with us today.
If you think about it, Mike, trains weren't just something that slowed you down when you were in your car back then in 48. Trains were an alternative mode of transportation.
Not only an alternative, they were the essential mode of transportation.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you take the B&O, since we're talking about that. There were a whole bunch of little stations every few miles up the road. So if you can imagine, there was a little station stop in Jackson. You go out Nottingham Road, Eder, another station. Elk Mills, Leslie, Childs, Aiken, Perryville, all these were little station stops along the way. So those were your route for commuting.
And were there spurs going into the main line?
Yeah, there would have been spurs going off to industrial tracks and spurs going off to factories and mills all along the way. And so that railroad provided transportation, hauling of freight. It was essential to the economy too. A lot of people had good jobs there.
Wow, something to think about.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, Mike. Is there anything else you would like to add?
No, well, thanks for having me again, and I'll look forward to talking to you another time.
Yes, I think that would be great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Last Thursday, Cecil.tv visited the Cecil County Family YMCA to check in on activities surrounding the Y's Angel Tree Project and to talk to some of the Y folks.
Rob Churnside, Cecil.tv, here with Y Executive Director George Patchell in front of the Angel Tree. George, what is the purpose of this Angel Tree?
The purpose of the Angel Tree is to provide toys to families that go through the YMCA Financial Scholarship Program and are part of our before and after care or preschool program.
And you've had over 300 contributors this year?
Well, we have 300 angels on the tree, which is the most we've ever had, and many toys have been brought in over the period beginning December 1st.
Very worthy and very worthwhile, and I'm sure a lot of kids will be happy. This tree is a seasonal tree, is it not?
Yes, actually we put this tree up beginning October 1st, and it's declared the autumn tree. And in October we actually begin collecting coats, mittens, and gloves, and we're one of the longest contributors to the coat drive in Cecil County. And then in November we turn it into, again, it's the autumn tree, but we start collecting food for Thanksgiving, and then finally December 1st it becomes the Angel Tree.
Wow, and you have helpers, Cecil businesses, correct?
Yes, many businesses contribute to the Angel Tree, as well as the coat drives and food drives as well, but it's really the Angel Trees that we really see the most businesses come out and provide donations.
Thank you, George, to you, the Y members, families,
Yes.
and Cecil businesses.
Right. We would like to thank everybody who is involved in the Angel Tree. Again, these are families that we know that are part of our many programs, and it's really exciting and really emotional to see these many toys be delivered this time of year.
'Tis the season.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And here we are with three of the contributing business representatives who contributed to this Angel Tree. I'm going to pass the mic around first to Tim. Tim, what does the Angel Tree mean to you?
Well, to me, the Angel Tree is just our opportunity to give back to the local community. And George does such a good job running this program, so we're happy to do what we can for it.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity to be part of a community, whether you see it all the way through or not. And for anybody out there watching, there are certainly a few more angels on the tree here, so hopefully our efforts will encourage others to help fill out this tree or really empty the angels off of it and be a part of something a little bit bigger.
Hi, I'm Steve Moon from Moon Air. Supporting the Angel Tree is great for Cecil County. We're here to help our county. This stays right in the county, and anyone can stop by the Y, pick up an angel, and help a family in need, truly in need. So thank you for your help.
And
Happy holidays. Thank you.
And now we're here with Associate Executive Director of the YMCA, John Kampes. John, thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here.
Clue us in a little bit about special initiatives or events happening with the Y coming up now at the end of 2017 and coming into 2018.
We, of course, the Y is very busy with the outreach programs within the community and a little bit of inside information that is now public, but the YMCA of Cecil County has recently merged. We merged with an organization called the YMCA of the Chesapeake. Essentially from Cecil County all the way down to the beach, every YMCA, every organization on the Eastern Shore is now one entity. Wow. So, I mean, it's been a long process. It's been years of work behind the scenes, and we are now officially the YMCA of the Chesapeake. We are the Cecil County Family Branch. Wow. And it's a major step, but it's going to be a tremendous step for the membership base here, as well as the citizens of Cecil County. It's good for everyone.
And how many Ys are there up and down?
We will be 11 YMCA strong.
Wow.
So we have the resources, we have networking possibilities. So I mean, it truly is a win-win for everybody.
Great consolidation. I know you're busy locally here with basketball, 700 plus signups already?
Yes, this is my crazy time of the year. Our YMCA youth basketball program offers the program to children from 1st grade through 8th grade, boys and girls, throughout the entire county. We've got about 700 kids registered and participating this year. We use 29 schools throughout the county. We practice locally within your school district, and then everyone comes to the YMCA for games. At the end of the season, for our older teams, we have a big tournament. It's a huge success. And through the merger, to backpedal a little bit, but through the merger, our YMCA and the other YMCAs, we're looking to organize a travel component to basketball, where some of our elite teams will go down and play against some of their elite teams. So we will be traveling in addition to our program here locally.
And that's awesome, because I know when I was a kid, they called it junior high. We had a lot of junior high sports. Not so much through public schools now.
Unfortunately not. Cecil County is a lot of states, a lot of counties offer middle school age sports. Cecil County does not. I know they're working towards that, but that's one of the reasons why our youth basketball program is so successful, because we offer that component to the middle school age kids.
And that's really a special positive influence on kids. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that kids can bring home by participating.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. I can't tell you, both of my children came through the program. They're now in high school. And I see the kids that I've coached. I've seen the kids that have been on my son's teams, and they go out of their way. They touch base. Hey, Coach Kampes, how you doing? See them all the time. It's more than just basketball. Volunteer base is important. The volunteers that are in this program are much like volunteers in every program. There's life lessons. There's experiences that help mold and guide young individuals as they work their way through the school system. And our basketball program is a large part of that.
Yes, and hats off to the Y, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Now, I know, speaking of volunteers, I know you had some personal setbacks within the last couple of years, and there were volunteers that came to your support. Tell us a little bit about your personal challenges, John, and what a difference a year or so has made in your life.
Yes, it's been a little over a year. I was in a pretty bad accident, and the outreach and support has been tremendous. The YMCA is an extended family for my family. The support from the members, a lot of members who don't personally know me, the support from within the family of the YMCA as within the membership of the YMCA has been tremendous. Still to this day, I get people who stop by my door, welcome me back. It was an ordeal for myself and my family, but our extended family, some of the programs like the Maryland Legends that we're involved in, and of course the YMCA has been tremendous. And it's been almost 2 years, and I still get knocks on my door and welcoming me back from my ordeal all the time. The membership and the YMCA support is very overwhelming.
And rightly so. And we're all glad, all of us in Team Kampes and Cecil County and the world are glad that you're back.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you.
And now for something completely different and yet very important. I don't think we've had a team on here yet on Cecil.tv. We have Coach President of Elkton Youth Football, Pro Taylor. Pro, welcome to Cecil.tv. Thank you for bringing these gentlemen down here. This is a youth football league, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you have the fellows introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Peyton. I'm tight end and safety.
Hi, my name is Aiden, and I play defensive lineman and offensive lineman.
Hi, my name is Colin, and I play defensive lineman and lineman.
Hi, my name is Aiden, and I'm a lineman.
Wow, what a team! Coach, did they call you Coach?
Yes.
Coach, how long have you been involved with these guys here in their league?
This group, they've only been in the league for 3 or 4 years, so the whole time they've been here. But I've been involved with Elkton Youth Football since 2002.
Wow. So it's important for the kids, and these are 8 and 9-year-old kids, middle school?
No, they're still in elementary school.
So You were saying to me earlier that they draw from Elkton. How does that work?
Our region is Elkton Middle School, so any elementary school that feeds Elkton Middle School can play for Elkton Youth Football.
So these guys really get a jump on things at age 8 and 9 before they even get to middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's good for the kids. What does it give the kids and their families?
Just installs a little bit of discipline. They learn how to deal with accountability, create a work ethic early.
And get their skills early too, right?
Yeah.
And it gives mom and dad something to cheer for too, right?
Yeah, and a break.
Yes,
So
yes.
they get a nice little break when somebody else deals with them for 2 hours. It's good.
You guys aren't hard to deal with, are you?
No.
I bet I bet you're tough on the field though.
Yes.
So, they start in the fall. You also have a spring.
Yeah, next year we're going to go into our first spring season.
How would, if a kid wanted to play and they were in the Elkton Middle School catchment area, how would they get involved with Elkton Youth Football?
We have a board that takes care of advertising, and Michelle Main's our marketing advertiser, so she does really good at getting the word out with billboards and stuff. But we can be followed at Elkton Youth Football on Facebook.
Facebook, okay. And sign-ups for the spring are in January?
Yes. We're going to start probably the middle of January.
Cool. Well, you guys have plenty of time to eat Christmas cookies and stuff like that, and then start getting back in shape. Are the workouts, are they sufficient for an 8 to 9-year-old?
Yeah, I think they're really good. They're a little bit more advanced than most of their 8, 9-year-old competition.
That's awesome.
So,
that's awesome. Any plans for next season, Coach?
win all 3 championships.
All 3 championships. Yeah. Didn't you guys win something this year?
We won 2 of the 3 this year. The third one's the B squad would have been our third one. They were a little suspect on, bad call, but they'll be there next year.
Well, are they traveling somewhere for some sort of national tournament? Or?
The 9U is actually, while we're here, is promoting our fundraiser and our trip to Naples, Florida for the national FBU invite.
So wait a second. You're going to the national FBU invite in Naples, Florida, and that's coming up?
Yes, we're leaving Friday evening.
This Friday?
All next week. And
you're raising funds as we speak?
Mm-hmm.
How could someone contribute?
They can find us on the Facebook page to find out where we're funding at, and we have P.O. Box 2135, Elkton, Maryland 21922, and just, I don't know, GoFundMe. Yes, GoFundMe. Let's get them the nationals.
Let's do it. And these guys are going to Florida?
Yes.
Let me see it. All right, good. You guys are ready. I think you're ready. I think they're going to. I hope they're going to win.
I think they're going to do
That'd
pretty
be a
good.
great Christmas present.
It's great for them because they are one of the only 8 of the teams in the nation go. So
wow.
They're one of the top 8 that got invited.
And it's the kind of present somebody doesn't hand to you. You got to work for it.
Yep, they earned every bit of it.
Well, Naples, Florida sounds pretty good about now.
Yeah, it's going to be 33 degrees here on Friday. We'll be driving to 78. So it's going to be nice.
Is there any final message for our viewers?
Happy holidays from Elkton Youth Football.
And that's not all. We were inspired by Nate Hodge rapping right here on Cecil.tv. A couple of us in Cecil.tv decided that we would bridge the gap between art and community. Check it out. Hope we don't fall in the abyss. Hit that beat! Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, 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 and a ho, ho, ho. Come to Elkton and get some dough. 3 days left and you don't want to miss this. Get yourself some cash for Christmas.